Welcome once again, viewers. Today we will be looking at straight line equation expressions. And today we'll be looking at three main forms of these straight line equation expressions. The first is y is equals to mx plus c, while the second is equals to y minus y1 is equals to m into the bracket x minus x1. The third is y minus y1, which is also equals to m into the x minus x1. But this time around, m is represented as y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. These three straight line equation expressions form the building block, the foundational equations which are required to solve straight line equation questions. Once you have these foundations, you are guaranteed success in solving straight line equations. The first straight line equation expression we will be looking at is y is equals to mx plus c. Y is equals to mx plus c. And this is called the slope-intercept form of the straight line equation. It is also generally known as the general equation of a straight line. So the general equation of a straight line is y is equals to mx plus c. Now here, your m is equals to the slope, and then your c is equals to your y-axis intercept, and it's equals to a constant. Your y is your independent variable, while your x is your dependent variable. Secondly, we'll be looking at y minus y1 is equals to m into the bracket x minus x1. And this is simply called the point slope form of the straight line equation. Now, what are the points? It's a one-point slope form equation. So you have a point represented by x1, y1 on your line, and then you have your slope, which is your m. Your m is your gradient, which is the change in y over change in x. Your y is your independent variable, while your x is your dependent variable. The third we'll be looking at is y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, all into the bracket of x minus x1. Now this time around, you have 2-point slope form of the straight line equation. Why is it called a 2-point slope? Now you have your 2 points, your point 1 represented as x1, y1, and then your point 2, x2, y2. Then of course you have your m, which is your slope, and this time around your slope m is being represented by y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Your y is your independent variable, while your x is your dependent variable. We have three straight line equation expressions in summary for the purpose of this video. And the recap is simply the first one being y is equals to mx plus c, and it is called the slope intercept form, the slope being m and the intercept, which is the y-axis intercept, being c. Recall we also mentioned that this first expression y is equals to mx plus c is also called the general form of the equation of a straight line. The second one, which is y minus y1, is equals to m into the bracket x minus x1, is called the point slope form of the straight line equation. The point slope form of the straight line equation. What is the point? The point is simply x1, y1, and then the slope, which is also the gradient, is m. The third equation, this time around, is called the two-point slope form of the straight line equation. 2 points, x1, y1 being the first point. The second point, x2, y2. And then the slope is simply represented by m, but this time around, m being clearly shown as y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Thank you. You can check the videos highlighted at the top and at the bottom and watch more for other clarifications and explanations. Thank you.